Hello friends, recently I got this query from one of my viewer and I will make today's video on the same topic, NRI and agricultural land. I already have made a lot of video on that, but in this video I'm going to offer the best possible solution or option a NRI have if they have bought or if he has bought an agricultural land by mistake, and after a long period he is realizing now that he has done something wrong which is not allowed as per FEMA. So what is the best option that NRI has? So let's begin. The first important part, I will divide this video in three parts. That if you are an NRI, so before buying any big ticket investment, it can be a house or an investment in shares or anything else, it is always a better idea to consult a expert. They may charge some fees, but they will save you from a lot of, you can say, mishappenings or a lot of inconvenience you can go through if you invest in anything without consulting a expert. So that is my first advice. Always before getting into anything big, consult an expert. If you're looking for something tax related or something legal related, you can always consult us. You can send your query on our, you can say, on our comment section, and either me or my team is always ready to reply those. One more point, friends, I already have started to membership, and basically the part of membership is very simple, that if in one membership, if you want to get answer of your queries on priority basis, you can join that. The fees is, I think, hardly 100 rupees or something like that per month. And the second option, generally I make a video, monthly video, which I will start from November, and where I will definitely talk about, I will make a big long video where I will talk about investment opportunities, how to be a long-term sincere investor and make wealth in long term. And of course, I will talk about other important parts of living healthy, wealthy life. As per my experience, because as a CA, I keep meeting a lot of people, a lot of inspirational people also, and I learn a lot of things from there. And maybe somehow my profession is like that. I have to understand their business, their personal, you can say, way of living, because you understand the idea doesn't make people rich, the execution of idea makes people rich or successful. So maybe I will share something like that on my second where I will make a special video only for my members. Anyhow, let's come to the point. So if you're an NRI, first thing, consult. Suppose you already have bought, due to whatever reason you could not consult, now you're realizing that you bought an agricultural land which is not allowed as per FEMA regulation in India. So what to do? What is the best option? So first thing, let me tell you what are the options generally people have and why the option which I am giving is the best option. First, let me give you the options. So after buying agricultural land, what you can do, you can sell that agricultural land as soon as you realize that you have done something wrong. You can gift it to your parents, your siblings, your relatives. You can convert that land into non-agricultural land, which is called an NA land. Or the third option, if I talk about that, you can reverse the transaction. Reverse means if you bought to somebody, you can give it back to them. So generally these are the 3-4 options you have. So let me talk about each option and then I will give you the best option and why it is called the best option. First thing, if you talk about selling that land, you can sell it, of course, but the problem again come back that selling that land will not undo the wrong which you have done by buying an agricultural land. Second important part, when you're going to sell, these questions definitely will come. Maybe unknowingly you will bring this matter to the concerned authorities, and at that point they may start a investigation in your case. So first thing, again I'm telling you, it depends how big is the transaction. If you bought an agricultural land which is very small, maybe nobody bothers you. But if the agricultural land is big, like 3 acres, 5 acres, you have bought it, and when you're going to sell, definitely you have to go to registrar there now, because people are more aware. Maybe at the time when you bought, they might not be aware about that, but now people are more aware. They may ask about your tax residential status and you may get into the issue. So of course, the selling is an option, but it can bring back the problems which you're trying to avoid. Second option you have, you can gift it to your parents or siblings or maybe your relatives. That way the property goes to somebody you know, you don't have to sell it. Gift deed is very easy, you don't have to pay stamp duty, right? So we'll talk about this option later. Third option, as I told you, that you can convert into NA. Now again, there is the same issue. When you go to convert agricultural land into non-agricultural land, you have to make an application either to collector or to somebody, the authority who basically has a control or has a jurisdiction on that particular area. Now, when going for this, converting a NA land to agricultural land to NA land is not so easy. You have to provide so many documents. And again, the same thing can happen. Collector may ask you, if you might be aware about that, how as an NRI you got this land. And the problem is either he can penalize you heavily, he has a right of doing that, or he can take back the land from you in the government account without paying any compensation, because first hand you are holding possession of agricultural land in an illegal way, which is not allowed. So again, that is also not a very good option. So it can open up a Pandora of problems for you. Last option, which I told you, basically, like you can sell it back to the person you bought. Now the problem is that person might need money. That's why he sold his land to you. And by this time you realize he might have already spent it or invested somewhere else, and he might not be have that money which you wanted back. So either you just gift him without getting anything, or you forget selling back to the same person to do the to correct the mistake. So all these options are there, but as I told you, it is not practical. Now, what is the best option? Let me tell you. So the best option is gifting this property to your parents, not selling, gifting. So you can gift this property because you own it to your parents who are the Indian residents. Again, the situation should be, it should be in your parents should be Indian resident, which I understand most of cases this should be the case. Now, if your parents are Indian resident and you gift it this property to them, and then what happen? You can just ask them to sign a simple will, where you can mention that when they are not around, when they are not in this world, that particular land will come back to you as an inheritance. Now, if the land come back to you as an inheritance, it is completely legal. So an NRI can hold the agricultural land if the agricultural land is received as an inheritance. Now, somebody may ask, "Sir, but it doesn't fix the problem which started." I agree with that. Now, understand, when you get into any asset, there is two legs of that asset. First leg is buying that asset, and second leg is selling that asset. Now, buying that leg you cannot fix by doing anything, because if in future something comes like an inquiry or something, you are definitely have to answer it. But if you don't do this, that what option I'm telling you, your selling leg will also get impacted. So when you're planning to sell, maybe the other party put it this question, that what is your residential status. Maybe at the time of registration, registrar may ask this question, that how you got this agricultural land, you are not allowed to hold it, or the collector can ask the same question. So basically, what I'm trying to fix by giving this best possible option for NRI, if you bought the agricultural land, is fixing the selling lag. So once the property is shifted to your parents, they are the owner. Second thing, when they are not around, you are going to get back the ownership of that land without any problem, which may not be so smooth if you gift it to maybe your siblings or other relatives. Maybe at the time they may not be willing to give you back that asset, and you are stuck. But I don't think this can be a case with your parents. So if as an inheritance you got it, you get that asset back to you. It is completely legal in your position, and at the time of selling, you can simply explain that you got this asset through inheritance, and it is legally allowed. So hope this simple solution for this complex problem may work out for most of you. So if you are an NRI, first thing I will recommend, don't buy agriculture land or anything related to agriculture for whatsoever purpose. Maybe if you're thinking to start some business or agriculture, you can find some other way, but don't buy agriculture land just for an investment purpose or holding purpose. It may backfire to you. So always consult somebody who knows the law, who knows the taxes, and they can definitely guide you in better way. Second, you already stuck and now you want to find out what is the best possible solution. At this point, this is the best possible solution which I gift it to your parents, Indian, who are the Indian residents, and then get a simple will. If you get a simple will, it will not bother you at the time of transfer, because if the parents who got the property as a gift, this is their self-owned property, and they can decide who is going to get it. People may ask, who might have knowledge about Hindu Succession Act, so because it is a father's or mother's property after gifting them, this has to be divided as per Hindu Succession Act. I will say no. Self-earned property can be decided, can be divided, can be given by the individual as per his will, because it's not inherited property. The Hindu Succession Act only comes into picture when there is a succession of inherited property is involved. So that will also not bother you, and you can simply get a simple will and you just get it signed by your parents in your favor. And when they are not around, you will get back the ownership of your asset legally. So hope this solution may work out for you. If you are an NRI and if you have any legal tax related question or any other question related to investment in India, please ask a question to me, and either me or my team will come back and answer that. That's all in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.